Are you thinking about making an escape from California to Las Vegas? Here is the complete guide, part 2 of what it takes to move from California to Las Vegas in 2026. If you're sitting in California right now, whether it be San Diego, LA, or the Bay Area, and you've been quietly running the numbers on moving to Las Vegas, this is the exact video you need to watch. I'm Gwen with Love Las Vegas Realty. I'm a licensed real estate agent. I have been for 8 years. I've been living in Las Vegas myself for 20 years. I've lived all over town and I have purchased all different kinds of homes, and I've lived in everything from a condo to a big 3-story house. I know all of the ins and outs, and I made the move myself, so I'm here to help. The climate and culture, the honest lifestyle trade-offs. Vegas is not the beach and we're not oceanside. We have lakes. We have some man-made lakes, and we have Lake Mead, which is absolutely amazing. But it is not the beach. It is not the ocean breezes. And yes, it gets hot here. Really hot. In the summer, June, July, and August, it's easily in the triple digits for the entire summer with very little breaks. And anybody who has not lived here does not really understand. Your body changes. You acclimate to that. So you can handle heat, but now you can't handle cold. So anything under 70 degrees is freezing. I'm getting Ugg boots and a beanie and a fur coat if it's under 70. But we do have 360 days of sunshine, and we have a gorgeous 9 months of spring, winter, and fall. And that's the trade-off. We can drive to the beach. I can be in LA and drive to the beach in 5 hours and put my toes in the sand and have a pina colada if that's what I need. The trade-off here is we have the Strip, and we have friends and family that come to visit year-round when they are celebrating milestones in their lives. I get calls and texts from friends and family that I haven't seen in years saying, hey, we're going to be in Vegas. A lot of times work conferences will have my friends and family here unexpectedly, and then I get the benefit of them visiting. So I will go down to the Strip and I will play tourist. We'll go out to eat at great restaurants and go see a show. And of course, I'm going to put some money in a slot machine and enjoy the time with friends and family that I don't see on a regular basis. But if I don't have friends and family here, I'm not doing those things. Occasionally, like very recently, I went down to the Sphere to see Gwen and No Doubt. That's a great opportunity to get out and play tourist. There are lots of concerts, sporting events. I mean, there's so much to do here. Cirque du Soleil. But once you've lived here for several years and you've done all of that, you're not necessarily going to be on the Strip. As a matter of fact, most people that live here avoid it at all costs. What does the moving timeline look like? If you're in California watching this video right now, you've been thinking about making a move like this, realistically, we need 60 to 90 days. We need a little bit of time to plan. You're going to have to come here and view properties. We've got to get you approved with a lender, and we need to talk about your budget and what's going to be comfortable for you. Then we need to talk about your lifestyle. What is important to you? Is it being outdoors? Is it your kids? Is it proximity to where you're going to be working? All those things really matter. So once we've locked in on what's really a priority and important, then we need 2 to 3 weeks to find a great property for you. If we can't find something in 2 to 3 weeks, then we're doing something wrong. There's only so many properties that are going to be available in the time that you're looking. Now, if you're like, when I find the right property, then I will move. I mean, that's a totally different subject. But if you're serious about making a move, we can definitely find something in a few weeks. And then the whole process of purchasing, writing an offer until getting accepted and going to closing, 30 days. So yes, if you've got 2 or 3 months, and a lot of people choose to do that, especially if they have kids in the summertime because they want to be out of school, they want to come look at houses with the family, we can certainly have you in before school starts. Now, if you have a house to sell in California, that's definitely going to change your timeline. I can help with that too. I certainly have my counterparts in California, and I've got great agents all over that are happy to help list your home for sale. But if you are listing a house for sale and needing those proceeds to purchase the house in Las Vegas, that certainly is going to change the timeline. You really have to make sure that you are pricing correctly. If the house is priced correctly, you should be able to sell it and close within a few months. So let's say 30 to 60 days is a reasonable and realistic timeline. So if you are selling a house, give yourself 60 days. If you are now buying a house, give yourself 60 days. So literally all in, there you go. 120 days we can have you. And it could be shorter, but I think that's a reasonable expectation. Okay, the logistics that sneak up on California buyers. Logistics matter. You've got to get your things from California to Nevada. You've got to pack, you've got to move, you've got to purge. You have to do all of that before you get here. And you need actual numbers, you need movers, you need all of that. You need storage. You may need some of those details to be worked out for you. So that's why it's really important to have a great agent that has those type of resources that can help you and guide you, because I've done this hundreds of times. You're going to need to hire people to help you do all of that. I don't think most people do it themselves anymore, especially not when you're in your 40s like me. I don't. I want someone that's going to reliably handle packing and moving for me with insurance. Not my Uncle Joe and his friends that banged up everything I owned. No. I want a great company with 5 stars that is going to do it for a good price and cover anything that gets damaged or lost. I've got some fun stories about that. Yes, you definitely want to get multiple quotes, figure out how many people are going to be on this crew, and figure out if that's going to work with your timeline and your budget. This is one of those things where saving a little bit of money, like pinching a penny to then have to spend $5, is not worth it. If someone breaks something or something gets lost or stolen that is sentimental or irreplaceable, you're not saving yourself any money. You also need to book appointments at the DMV and make sure that you're not sitting there for 4 hours waiting to get your driver's license updated. You want to make sure that you have utilities turned on, that you have internet and all of those services. So having someone that can help guide you through that too is important, and it will save you a lot of headaches. I send all of my clients a relocation guide that has all of that outlined for you with a timeline and a step-by-step. 3 weeks out, 2 weeks out, 1 week out, 2 days out. You need to know exactly what you need to do. Almost every California buyer tells me afterward that they wish they had asked about builder incentives on new construction. This is something that is very unique to Las Vegas. We have so much new construction here, and there are builders giving incentives, making deals, dropping prices, paying closing costs, giving upgrades on appliances, flooring, you name it. You need somebody who can negotiate all of that and navigate that for you. A lot of times people just don't know to ask, and you don't know what you don't know. But the builders have lots of incentives on new construction. Now, the prices do tend to be higher, the interest rates tend to be lower, but you have to ask. You have to have someone representing you, and you need to have your agent with you when you go into those new builds, or guess what? They're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you about the $20,000 in free upgrades or the closing costs. And if you don't have an agent, the agents that are there on site represent the builder. They don't represent you. So even though they may make it sound like they're working for you and helping you, you really do want to have your own representation when you go into new home builds. But those are a great opportunity, especially if you're coming from California and you've sold a house there. You can come here and basically get a new construction home that you are going to get to build the way you want it. You could put in the countertops and the flooring, add the windows and the light fixtures and all of the upgrades that you want. Choose your appliances. You want stainless? What do you want? Those are the kinds of things that you get to choose in a new home build. And it's all built into the price that you pay for the house. So it's not like a resale home where you purchase the house and then you have additional expenses afterwards when you want to upgrade countertops or put in new appliances or flooring. When you go to the builder, all of that is included in that price that you pay your mortgage every month. The salespeople are very nice, but they get paid by the builder. They don't represent you. Most California buyers walk past money that was theirs to take. Even if you don't end up using me as your agent, please make sure that you bring an agent with you when you go into a new home build. Don't walk in alone. At the end of the day, moving from California to Las Vegas isn't just about saving money. For most people, it's about reclaiming a kind of breathing room, financial, physical, mental, that you hadn't realized you lost. And if you're going to make a move this significant, you deserve to make it with clear eyes, not a sales pitch. If you're even casually thinking about this move, email or text me and I'll walk you through your specific situation. Not a hard sell, not a pressure call, just a real conversation about whether the math works for you and what your next steps could actually look like.